What is going on, RetroPlayz? My name is Man here, back with another episode of my thoughts on it. Whoo! Man, I haven't done this series in a long time. Let me just check. I think it was like around. I'm just guessing it's like around 20. I think it was like 26. I think it was like 20. I think it was 2018 when I last done that because, well, you know, obviously I've got the. Obviously because I was doing my. It wasn't really like my thoughts on video, but it was mostly for like the year and that. So that was my latest one, but I think this one is gonna be for 2019 RetroPlayz. I made a new, not RetroPlayz, my thoughts on. So I made a new thumbnail. I've got a, if you guys can't tell, I got a new shirt in that. I was originally just gonna show it on an update in that. What a live stream, which I was gonna like just do so trying to do like a live stream like every Friday in that, but then maybe just skip it to the next update in that. So anyway, my thoughts on. If you guys can't tell what a thumbnail, it's thumbnail or the title. It's about Halloween, and I've got an interesting history of Halloween. Is that I never actually celebrated Halloween. Actually, and you'd be like, why do you like? Why have you gone trick or treating? Why don't you celebrate Halloween? And that you love horror. You listen to you love horror. You listen to heavy metal. Why don't you like Halloween? But there's only one problem. I lived in a Christian household at the time. Well, I do live in a Christian household all the time, but this might be a bit controversial, but I'm myself as an atheist. I don't believe anything. I was saying to this. I was about like something else entirely, and that's the opposite of Christianity for a bit, and then I just got bored. So basically, I'm like a full-on blood atheist. And during my childhood, I never went trick or treating in that. I think the only horror film I watched was like Monster House. Remember that one? That was the only. It was like a ton of like a family-friendly like horror film, and that I was allowed to watch. And I had like a lot of nostalgia watching that one, but I never we never celebrated it, and so instead, on Halloween, we went to something called a light party at our church and that, and I think they did that for like quite a while, but then they stopped for some reason. I think it's only because the person who originally done that was actually like he went to either she moved out or she went to a different church in that, so she was like the main person who was like running everything in that, and then when she like left the church and that, then they stopped doing it, and I do remember I kind of like I had a love-hate relationship with it. Like, I kind of, liked the theming in that. Like, I think they had, like, a jungle theme and an underwater theme. Actually, no, the underwater theme, I think that was, like, a... Oh, wait, did I get show my hand? Yeah, they have, like, a... I had, like, a jungle theme and underwater theme. The underwater theme might be maybe that's a different one I went to, but a bunch of, like, themes in that. But the only problem is that the ones they had, they were just... I just remembered, and they were just generic, in my opinion. I just never thought about it. That's why I don't even remember half of these ones later. I think I just dressed up as I think it was like a chocolate theme one. And I think my older sister Veronica, she dressed up as Willy Wonka. I dressed up as the Doctor. If you guys haven't seen the remake and not the original one, which I do definitely recommend the original one. I got the original one right here on my shelf in that. I recommend the original one, not the remake. I'm sorry. I know Tim Burton's like a good director in that, but his recent films have not been so. Just go watch the original one with Gene Wilder and maybe you just watch it and just watch that and just stay away from the original one. I haven't watched it. There's also like a couple of scenes that scare me as well. But yeah, it was like those type of parties and that. And then I think when they stopped it, we went to like other church ones and that. But we stopped. But that was like around the. I think that was like I was either the late. I think that was late 2000s, early 2010s and that. And then we just stopped for a bit and then. I think we went on and on again, but I just didn't like. I just want to go trick or treating. But since we were, especially this is around the time, like obviously if you guys don't know, the early 2000s were even the late 90s. There was like kind of like a fear going on about stranger danger and all the other stuff, and just like people like going to like stranger houses and that's basically what had happened. Which I think is when people stopped doing trick or treating in general. But I lived in New Zealand all my life, and we barely celebrate Halloween and that. Like I do see there is like some families that go trick or treating in that, but it's not like America in that, which I think America is where it's where it started in that. When it started in Ireland. I think I'll have to go check this. I think Halloween started in Ireland, I believe. Alright, I want to minimize that. So I think it's Halloween. Yeah, when did Halloween start? I'm pretty sure it's an Irish thing, which I am a quarter Irish, so Halloween. Alright. All Hallows Eve, yep. Saints Eve. Alright, celebration. Alright, let's just go to the Wikipedia page. Yeah, yeah, I know you guys just wondering. Oh, don't go to Wikipedia and that. It's garbage. But I think for this sake, we're just gonna go look at it because it has like just the basic information. Alright, so it was Jason Lee Harvest. Was it okay? Observed by Western Christians and many non-Christians around the world. Alright, so I don't know what that is. I'm not an atheist at the moment, so I don't know what Halloween's. Alright. Church services, prayer, and oh wait, what the heck? Okay, then why does most Christians don't celebrate anymore? Then alright, so All Hallows Eve. Okay, so it's Welsh. So it's basically it's in Wales, not Ireland. Alright, so it was like pioneered in Ireland, and I think it was. Let's see, when did it hit America? Maybe traditional Irish. Oh wait, so that. A turnip is what the original lantern was. That's kind of an interesting fact. Alright, when did it go? Oh, Christian influence. Alright. Influenced by Christian, and okay. That's a surprising fact for you. It has a Christian influence in it. Then why don't... maybe I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm being sidetracked. This is about my thoughts on Halloween, not just the history of Halloween and that. If I did, just go look up any other video and that. I don't know, maybe Simple History did like basically an overview on it, that. If I did, and I might just check it out. If it does, like they did make a video on Halloween like a year ago, just go down the subscription and that. So anyway, just going back to like the early to mid 2010s, we did go to like a few in that, but then I think that was decided, and I decided I was just like gotten old. I think this was when I was like around. I think it was 15 or 16. I decided just to stop going to like those light parties and that. My sister is, and apparently I'm filming this on the 30th of so Halloween actually is like tomorrow and that, but I'm recording like a day earlier because we are. But usually we usually just go out and like eat at like some places on that day and that. So basically, won't be going to the light party. Won't be going to the light party and that. But usually, I don't remember what I did last year, but I think for last year, I just mostly just watched... I think it's a tradition for, like, me, but I decided just to watch horror films in that, which I don't own Halloween, the horror movie yet, but I do... That's like a tradition for me, just to watch horror films until, like, midnight, even on a school night. I think it was like school... Yeah, I was in school last year, so basically it was like a school night, and I just watched horror films in that. And also, like, played, like... I think it's just mostly... What I do for, like, Halloween is mostly just eat candy, watch horror films, and listen to heavy metal, because... I think both of those both heavy metal and horror basically are like Halloween themed in that. Heck, I think there is like a heavy metal band called Halloween. So heck, I don't know the names of it. So that's basically my thoughts on Halloween and that. And for tomorrow, I'm just gonna go eat out, watch horror films, listen to heavy metal. So that's basically what I do. And I also like uploaded Retroween now and then, which it started when I first started Retroween and that it did not like I know it probably wasn't like successful in that. I might check it out. But the first episode I did that was on Friday the 13th on ADS and that, and I just did that for two reasons. One, it started becoming kind of like popular-ish in like the YouTube scene and that, mostly because. And also because they recently, this was like around the time they had like the Kickstarter and that, which I haven't like gotten money. Like, remember if you went down to my old video and that, I did have like I didn't donate money to it, but I did like show like a link down on subscription and that for the Kickstarter and that, and it became successful and that. It then became like basically like a game which was like when you were like you were played as like I think it was either 5 or 7 camp counselors in there, and you play, and there's also like a chance where you get to play as Jason Voorhees in that, and just get machine try and kill everyone in that. Yeah, basically what the game was it was either that either Jason got you or you survived in that, which that I think was like a time limit to like how long you can do in that. And it's basically, yeah. So they became successful, and then they became a tradition. Like, I did that, and then the next year I did Toby Fox's, I think it was like his Earthbound hack, which eventually came over to Undertale, which I'm gonna do a video on soon. I haven't played it in a while because I got stuck on I'm not good at bullet hell games in there. I might do it So basically did that, and then I kind of like, and then I don't know if I did one for 20. Well, okay, that was. I think I started in 2014. That when I started like channeling that. In 2015, that was when I did that one. I didn't do one for 2016, but then I don't think I did it for 2016 or 17. But I did do one last year, and that was like for like Doom videos and that. And I'm gonna do a video soon on like why I do that and that. It's only because like there's like certain YouTubers just getting more views than I doing that. Yeah, basically, and that's what I just did. And now for this year, for Retroween, I did Monster Bash, which is in the description below. That was a recent one that was based on a RPG, like it was an RPG game that was like it was like a shareware one in there. I probably am gonna buy the full version because if you guys didn't, I don't know if I said it in the video net, but I did eventually did buy Hocus Pocus like I did like last year. I need to do a Doom video. I need to do like a Doom mods video next. That's what I promised that's what I promised on my old video in that. So basically, just find out. I might do that, like maybe like near the end, like Retro Miss is coming out in that, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for that because I already did the 12 days of Retro Miss in that, and that was basically what I do. Well, it's like the big thing was trying to like do like FPS games, like Christmas themed FPS games, and it was like, what I think it was like two of them I tried to run, but I didn't like run properly, and I think they were like abandonware in that. But okay, that's Christmas in that. I might do my thoughts on Christmas this year actually, and New Year's Eve and anything else in there. I've got more memories of Christmas at least because we're all part of a Christian family here. So I think that's probably about it. So anyway, my name's Treasure Man. Please subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys for another Retroween. And also, if you guys are like wondering, if you guys are like wondering about the thumbnail, it's actually this mask in that. Okay, before I leave, this is actually an interesting story about this mask in that. So this mask, which, now that I think about it, it kind of looks like Skeletor a little bit from the He-Man like things. Or something like that. Like, oh my goodness, it kind of does look like Skeletor actually. You just need to paint this. I think you just need to paint this past yellow and just make that like a purplish color in it. Yeah, about this one, I got this one like last year, and I think my mom found it in a rubbish. She found it at a friend's place and wore a rubbish bin in that, which, yeah, that's how I got it, and that's what you see in the thumbnail in that. Yeah, I've also, like, if you go to like, my social media, most of my Twitter and that, I did post an image of my old one, which was me just looking like this, and I did another one with me just drinking, I was basically just drinking, like, extra, like, hot, just drinking, like, that, that boomer meme and that. So that's basically what that is, but I replaced, I think it was Zero. I replaced Zero Ultra with this regular monster because I was like black in that. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, and see you guys in the next video.